Flavors hierarchy change. What would these replace? I've decided to go more of a savory route this time. So, turkey, squid, butter. Today is Sunday, September 2025, and here I, Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, ponder what flavors I may come to feature more prominently in my routine diet if certain circumstances were to arise. This time focusing on turkey, squid, and butter, and what they may come to replace in my current routine diet if I expanded my consumption of them. So some are like, but replacing strawberries, that's like, or honey, or like brown sugar, like that's like some of the things I've talked about replacing in my diet. And I'm like, well, let's see if I can escalate it. Let's go even more bizarre for kind of like what my life has been. I was born approximately 1993, and my home base is Seattle, Washington State, United States of America. And I was like, let us call this the truly bizarre list. Okay, so here we go. What would turkey replace? Chicken would get replaced by turkey. Oh, I know. I have actually done this, believe it or not, and it was not entirely I was not done to replace chicken. It was in the 2010s decade, approximately 2012 to 2019 inclusive. I was living in Hawaii and California, and I would go to Safeway and go to the store, and I'd get some shredded meat, and they had chicken and turkey. And sometimes they had chicken, and sometimes they had chicken and turkey, and sometimes they had turkey. And so I started, I just wanted shredded chicken that I could put like a little seasoning on or sauce on, or just eat plain shredded chicken or turkey. And I actually came to realize by doing that, sometimes the meat was like like sometimes it was super fresh off the rotisserie or whatever. And sometimes it had been like, on the shelf for a day or two. And on the shelf. And so I found that, believe it or not, under the full range of meat quality, I actually preferred turkey to chicken, and actually started buying the turkey instead of the chicken. So I actually have done this in the past, but it was not necessarily something anticipated. And I was like, I could even see myself eating at Kentucky Fried Turkey, like, every week with my soulmate. And I'm like, that, I could actually, like, envision that. Okay. All right, the next one. This is I grew up eating beef ribs, like baby back ribs. Okay. So beef ribs would get replaced by squid. So this is one that's like comes a little bit from like while I grew up eating ribs, I don't necessarily eat them a lot now compared to when I was growing up. And seafood other than fish, I do not eat a lot of, so there's kind of like a frequency switch there. And I was like, and squid is one that like I can eat in a variety of preparations, and like I think I could like normalize that. It would take a little bit of an effort from me to actually do that. However, I was like, I could that's something that like what would these replace? And I was like, if I had the real one here is if I wanted to stabilize my seafood consumption to include something other than just fish, squid would be that pick, I guess, for me. So there we go. And then up last, what the heck could butter replace? Peanut butter. So peanut butter would get replaced by butter. And peanut butter is actually one, it's not my favorite nut butter. I tend to actually not like nut butters. It's one that I eat currently for fat and sugar, literally. So butter is relatively pure in the sense of it's just butter without the sugar. So I like, if I got sugar from somewhere else, then replacing peanut butter with butter is entirely possible. I have gone like years without eating peanut butter. It's not actually something that I crave nor have to have a lot of, and wasn't really as a child either. I have grown to like, I do like it. However, I'm like, I could put effort in there under certain conditions that I think I could actually be able to do that with butter, is replace the peanut butter with butter. So there we go. That's flavors hierarchy change. What would these replace? Turkey, squid,